Welcome back. We're continuing our trip through the Fang compound here at the Temple to Perditia on this island. And here's Thon once again. And he keeps sort of retreating and running away, but we'll fight him eventually. He'll get his due. And then they're trying to avoid being poisoned, so they think they've done it that time. And but no luck. There was a little poison tile there, and that's a running gag. They keep trying to avoid being poisoned, but it winds up happening. And just a constant thing that happens in my efforts to make the players hate this guy. Alright, so now this dungeon's about to take a very odd turn. Like I'm warning you guys, it's just going to get weird here, because I completely just dropped any pretenses of serious dungeon design, and I was like, I'll just do whatever I want. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a trivia contest with this flaming skull, and it's only going to get more bizarre from here. Alright, so we're going to do the trivia quiz once we're done chatting with this guy, and I'm going to take my time going through the questions so that you guys can think up the answers in your head, see if they're right, and it'll be kind of fun. Man, this guy's going on like blah 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 blah. He doesn't even have like an Adam's apple probably, or voice box, so I don't know what the hell. Whatever. Okay, so basically that was a very long way of saying that he can lower the wall if he wants, but he's not going to do it for nothing. You got to play the trivia game. And of course, as Master of the Wind players know, this came back in the Fairy Tower, a little more organized, but it's the same basic concept. Except in Master of the Wind you type in the answer, but here you just have it's multiple choice. All right, so first question: what kind of magic does a white book teach you? The answer, of course, is holy magic. What type of magic works well against people wearing armor? That is lightning magic. You're fighting the Wyvern Fang. What exactly is a wyvern? Or wyvern, depending on your pronunciation. Oh, shit. Which one of these is right? Obviously not the last two. Oh, crap shake. Alright, that's embarrassing. But I never really used wyverns for anything in, Master of the Wind. Alright, how many hit points does a high potion refresh? 500. If you were to sail to the northwest from this island, what region would you find yourself in? We were just there. I bet you know this one. What is Thon's specialty in magic? Oh man, I like that last option. I'm going to have to pick it. It's arguably correct, but it doesn't really count. So let's, fly through these questions once again. Okay. Poisonous magic, of course. We were just talking about that. And now, what type of monster am I? Or a wisp. Which, I don't know, if they're a part of the whole Celeste lore, they were pretty much abandoned in Master of the Wind. I guess they're just kind of mysterious creatures. So we're done with this, and now we're going to go through this, little pillar jumping here, and then we've got some more bizarre things. Honestly, this is so, not, I don't want to say unprofessional, but it kind of is. Alright, so now we're going to have this, squid guy, and and he wants to, get chased. And you think that's easy because it's not a very big room, but wait till you see this guy start moving. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. I think he's on the highest speed and the highest frequency, so this is the fastest a character can go. When you're working with our what? There's fights? Oh my god, dude. So if it's not Alright, you know what? Everybody watching, if you do stuff with RPG Maker, don't ever do that. Don't ever put fights in a room like this where you're in the middle of another puzzle, especially one where you have to run around the damn thing all the time. That is the worst. Jeez, I'd be friggin' burned at the stake if this was released publicly. No wonder I didn't do it. Alright, let's... God damn! This is... it's like sadism. Alright, let's see. Oh, come on, I should have had him. God, I'm getting him in this corner, but I still can't get the, you know, get it to trigger, I guess. I feel like I'm hitting him, but maybe not. Oof. Maybe I could trap him in the stair. No, that didn't work. The trick is you do have to get him in like a little area like that, but even then it's still hard to get a beat on his exact, you know, location. It's hard to hit the right tile because he's always changing. It's almost a little bit of luck, honestly. And of course, more fighting. That is the fucking worst. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on. I'm gonna get you. Jeez. I'm going to wind up wasting a whole entry trying to catch this idiot. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, okay, more fighting. Great. Alright, so we're gonna keep going. And the next one is even weirder than that. We have a, oh, okay. Well, at least it's appropriate in this room. We have a bear. And I did this whole scene was because of how weird the movement is on this bear. Like you know how the sprite moves? It's really, the animation is like super exaggerated, so it just looks funny when he walks around. So I came up with this whole room just to have the bear, you know, move around. And then what he does is he makes you go to that jukebox over there and pick a song that he can dance to. I don't know if he just like can't hit the jukebox, or if he just, you know, that's what he just said. Yeah, his paws are too big and hairy. So we have to go through these songs and find the one that he likes. So that's that one, which I can't even hear. It must be really soft. But he's trying to boogie, and it's not quite working out. And it seemed like he doesn't like it. All right, let's try the other one. That's the one when the guy pranked Arius and Boreal about the nuke. It's that song. It's the last boss song from Illusion of Gaia, and it's just very, like, you know, evocative of the end of the world. Alright, let's try the number 3. Got some classical going up in here. This is probably my favorite classical piece of music, actually. I mean, I'll just put this on when I'm working on games or whatever. Alright, so by process of elimination, it is the last one. And now we're gonna let this fair starts going. Yeah, check this out. It's so, like, and this goes on for quite a while. I think it's like 2 minutes of this. But just because, you know, me and my friends got a big laugh out of how this sprite moves, and so we just ran this whole thing for it. And you know, I kind of like to make the RPG characters dance. I did it at Master of the Wind too. There's a whole dance scene, and you know, it's similar stuff like this. And that was a lot of fun to do. It takes a lot of testing. I mean, in this case, it's not very high stakes because it's not really. It's a big square open room. You can't really, you know, knock anything over, get in anybody's way. So it's, you know, it's not a big deal. He just kind of goes around, and I think eventually Sharikra joins in here, just for fun. And man, he's going. He's gonna sleep good tonight. Look at that. He's doing a lot of moonwalking too. He likes that. This must, I can't believe, this must have taken me forever to do this much movement. Just to think that I invested the time to do that. And clearly my college classes weren't keeping me very busy. Alright, yeah, here we go. Now she's going to join in. Just to, you know, up the ante on this whole dance sequence. And I guess, I don't know, I guess I felt comfortable doing this stuff because it's not like the main team. I mean, if it were Arius dancing right now, I think that would be even sillier. And, you know, it's just, alright, there we go. I think it's about to end. Come on, just wrap it up already, jeez. Alright, well, he's very happy. And he wants to turn the temple into a dance party, which I don't think will work out very well. That ring he gave me is actually really good. I think it's like a a big speed buff or something like that. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, greatly increases speed. So let's throw that baby on. Yeah, look at that, man. That's a big jump. All right, so that's the end of the weirdness, I guess. This is a much more traditional puzzle, where you have to, you know, avoid walking between two statues of the knights, or else you'll have a fight with the living statues and get sent back to the beginning. It's a bit of a remix of that golem puzzle from a while back. Similar concept, just stepping in the right spots. And but you know, I mean, I like stuff like this, and it kind of, the limited puzzle making skills that I have, this kind of thing is you know, good for me. Let's see, this is getting tough. Actually, I probably. Let's see. Oh, no, shit! I didn't mean to go there. Ah, boy. And these guys are big sacks of hit points. It's gonna take a long time. Yeah, so it's a little tough. I mean, that's, you know, like I said, the other puzzle, having a high level doesn't really help you with something like this. Just bring him out. Oh, nice, confused that guy. And so let's see, I think we're getting near the end of this dungeon, kind of. But if I remember right, the climactic sequence is fairly long because it's the last Fang sequence. So I don't think it'll fit into this one, especially because I wasted like 3 minutes chasing that stupid octopus. Okay, so let's go through here again. But it won't be the last you see of this group. No, they're gonna come back into the main story eventually. Not for quite a while, but eventually, after this thing is done. This is tricky here, man. It's very little room to maneuver. I can't go down there. I guess I could go over here, but then I can't. Yeah, I can't go down there too far. I'll skip between those two. Yeah, okay, that works. Very nice. Okay, so we get on here, and oh, we got a new thing for Shariko to throw. Yeah, that's like a speed debuff if you can get it off. Alright, so there's not much going on here, I don't think, except for just some, you know, easy. God, come on. That was literally 2 steps in a row, both encounters. Alright, so we're gonna. This is funny, yeah, because they're gonna try to sneak up on him to avoid getting poisoned again. Except he booby-trapped the tile behind him. You will always get poisoned, because Thon is a troll. And we use Capricorn, get healed by the benevolent goat. Alright, so now this is the last puzzle, I believe. You just have to push these big-ass statues till they meet. And it's not very hard, but it gets some mileage just because those statues look really cool. You could even argue that they were statues of, like, you know, some of Dasani's winged mage predecessors. You know, it looks a little like her. So that's interesting to think about. I mean, because what would they be doing in a Perditia temple? Since that's supposed to be an Arcadius thing. But, alright, so that should do it. They're together. And then, we get a little glowy thing. And now we can proceed. And the bad guys are beyond this door. And we will teach them a lesson next time. Peace.